Canadian Coast Guard is very aware of the importance of the beach and how public it is. And so that is certainly a factor for us in taking measures to address this case.
Washed up and seemingly abandoned for months, this boat along the shoreline of Hanlan's Point Beach on the Toronto Islands is starting to catch some attention.
It's a black and white Atlantic trawler, and according to the Coast Guard notice posted on the boat, there was a fire on board before it was grounded on the islands.
It may look attractive for adventuring and exploring. However, it is risky business to board a vessel that is not perfectly seaworthy.
Robert Brooks is the National Director with the Canadian Coast Guard's Environmental and Hazard Response Program. He says the Coast Guard has been aware of this particular vessel since late November. This week we took a little trip to go see, and it's still there. Straight down this way. Over there. Posted on the door, you can read a notice to the owner ordering its removal by January 15th. Brooks explaining by law, an effort must be made to find the owner and give them a chance to lawfully comply before further action is taken.
In this particular case, identifying the ownership of the vessel, it's a bit of a challenge. And so we're working through that process. Our investigators have to search Facebook posts. They have to look through the registry of licenses. They have to undertake a number of measures.
He says right now what he can tell us is that this was previously a lobster crab fishing vessel with 2 previously recorded owners. In this case, the boat easily found above the surface. But what happens if it sinks to the bottom of the lake? Is that the kind of thing where you still have to go deal with it, or does it just become, for the fish at that point?
The Canadian Coast Guard will always take measures on a case-by-case basis. And so in this particular instance, our mission would be to ensure that pollutants don't enter the marine environment.
In this case, a team did arrive on January the 8th, removing about 300 liters of potential marine pollution. They also used lines to stabilize the vessel that had started to lean over. This is one of over 1,300 current wrecks or abandonments documented by the Coast Guard. Since 2016, over 2,200 have been reported, with 800 having been removed, depending on criteria for safety and feasibility.
Based on its risk to the environment, based on the risk to the economy, based on the risk to the social community.
The boat here at Hanlan's apparently ranking high, considering the popularity of the beach. If the owner is located, they may also be on the hook for the costs associated with the Coast Guard's investigation and cleanup. The Toronto Police Marine Unit has also confirmed to City News that they are working with the Coast Guard on this vessel. For City News, I'm David Zura.